Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Brianna and this is Coffee, Books, and Bullet Journals. I make book and lifestyle related content Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. And today is Coffee Talk. Today's Coffee Talk is a little bit different than what I normally do. Normally, my Coffee Talk generally revolves around drama, around BookTube, or with authors, or anything like that. Today, we're not doing that. Today, we're going to talk about BookTube Veda. We're going to talk about Veda in general. We're going to talk about what my plans are, but also if you want to join, how to succeed. I'm a little bit rambly today, and I don't have a script, so this should be really fun. I'm really excited about Veda. I kind of feel like this is like a little bit of a new refresh because April was just such a horrible month for me personally because we lost Zephyr in the middle of it, and like basically her entire diagnosis up until her passing was in the month of April. So I didn't have a lot I don't have great memories surrounding that month. So we're hoping August is better. It's my birthday month. So there's that. I have my secret TBR project that I'm working on right now that will premiere sometime in the month of August. I have some Bookstagram content that I'm hoping to get out. I have some like recommendations videos. Avengers is obviously still a thing that's happening. So all that to be said is we have some fun and exciting content coming out, and I really hope that you join it. I have some really big things that are happening that I can't share with you yet, and it's driving me nuts because I've seen some of the like work in progress. I'm so excited about it. Like it's gonna blow your minds, okay? I'm excited. Okay, anyway. If you are stumbling on this video because maybe you would like to participate in Veda, I have some tips for you this go around. First off, I'm going to link the Discord down below. We do have a Discord, and we're doing BookTube Veda a little bit differently. Because sometimes 31 videos is just an insane task to take on. You can't do that. Maybe it's because you're going back to school. Maybe it's because you're teaching. Maybe it's because you're, you just have a full-time job, and it's not going to happen. We're trying to make it more inclusive, which means that we are setting our own goals. So if your goal is just to do some sort of stretch of maybe posting 3 times a week instead of 1 time a week, or just to post consistently, that's fine. That's going to be your goal, and we're all going to cheer you on. The Discord group is also going to have a place to promote our videos. I've talked about this in the announcement, but we put a lot of work into these videos, and it really sucks when you only get like 10 views. So we're going to be, giving each other some love and support, and it's gonna be a good time. The Discord link is down below. Go ahead and join if you haven't. Also, someone commented on the last video and asked if they weren't gonna participate, but they wanted to make sure they didn't miss anything, could they still join the Discord? And absolutely you can. We need all the love and support we can get. So yes, if you just want to like watch all of the BookTube Veda, do it. But also we have this hashtag right here, hashtag BookTube Veda, that you can also plug in, and if you put that into your video, then it'll all come up. So that way you can also be a part of that. Alright, so what can you do to prep for Veda? Is there like a secret hack to getting all of these videos out? No, not really. I don't think that there's any secret way of doing it. I have yet to succeed at doing BookTube Veda, at least like the all 30 or 31 videos. I think in August of last year I did like 28, which is pretty good. And then obviously in April, like that didn't happen. So we're going to try for 31 here in August, and we're going to see what happens. I'm hoping to have a lot more prep done. And so let's talk about it. The first thing that I suggest if you're going to complete BookTube Veda or going to attempt it is to pre-film. There is no way that you will be able to sustain a daily video if you are filming, editing, and uploading within a 24-hour period. It doesn't work. It's not sustainable. Does it happen occasionally? Absolutely, but it's not sustainable. You cannot do that all 31 days. So that's what I recommend. It's early July right now, and I'm filming Veda videos, and have been filming Veda videos for about a week now. Anything that's not a vlog, a wrap-up, or a TBR. Obviously, my TBRs have to be done a little bit closer just because of how I place categories, but if you don't do a game that's dependent on the previous month, do your TBR. But anything else, 100% can be pre-filmed. 100%. Recommendation videos, tags, which we'll talk about here in a minute, games, whatever it is that you want to do, any type of like non-bookish related videos, anything that you can do to pre-film. That's super important. Even if you just have that raw footage that that you need to edit throughout the month of August, filming, at least for me, is the hardest part. Setting it up, making sure that I have a quiet house because I don't live alone. So making sure that my house is quiet, that I can get good lighting, good sound. I can only film during certain parts of the day, as noted in the barking dogs that you can probably hear right now. That part for me is the biggest struggle. So I try to, I'm on vacation right now, so I am filming these videos. So for me, that's the hardest part, is filming. If I can get stuff filmed, I can definitely edit it, make thumbnails and all that stuff. That part's the easy part for me. It's fine if you're bulk filming. It's fine if you have the same shirt on in 5 videos in a row. Also, you could just change your clothes, which is what I do. The second tip is to plan. Make an editorial calendar. The group of us that have kind of created BookTube Veda, we actually have like a collaborative Google Doc that has, it's the month of August and it's a calendar, so that way if we want to collab together on something, or we want to make sure that we have something that's unique, so all of us have the video that we're going to do. Does it always get filled out? No, but it's super, super helpful. I also use Google Calendars to plan everything. I do this all the time, so August, it just makes it even easier. So I make a calendar appointment that usually is an all-day appointment, and I'm going to do a video on what my Google Calendar looks like, so stay tuned for that. I make that appointment, and I put the name of the video, or what I'm thinking the name of the video is, because I don't always know. And then in the description, I have any notes that I want for it, alternative titles, if I have links, so if there are books that I'm talking about, then I will put the affiliate links in there. If I'm collabing with somebody, or if I'm talking about another creator, I put their link in there. And so then that way when I upload, all I have to do is copy and paste the notes from my Google Calendar and put it up onto YouTube. Super easy. Definitely utilize some sort of editorial calendar, whether that be a bullet journal, whether that be Google Calendars, whether that be Todoist is another task site that's really good. Asana is another one. Whatever works for you, definitely utilize that, because August and April are definitely months that you have to be organized. The next tip is don't try something too new or out of the box, specifically when I'm talking about planning and organizing. If you use a bullet journal and have for the last 6 months of the year, and you think, oh, well, I'm gonna try this task list app thing, don't do it in August. Try it this month, see if it works, but don't try it in August. The other thing, and I learned this from experience, is don't randomly decide on August 2nd that you're going to do a channel overhaul and change all of your logos and everything like that. I did that last year. I changed the entire aesthetic of my channel. I changed my Twitter, and not the names. My channel name was still the same, but it was things like the headers on YouTube and Twitter. My channel intro changed. There was a lot, and none of that takes a small amount of time. So when I could have been editing or filming or whatever, I was doing this instead. So that's a thing that maybe don't do that randomly and without any prep. Don't do that. Unless, of course, you're a super multitasker that can do that. I can't. I hyper-focus on something and then forget everything else that exists, which is another reason, which isn't really a tip, but I'm most definitely not reinstalling The Sims anytime soon. At the end of August, maybe I will, because otherwise that's all I will do, and entire weeks will get away from me. So now let's talk about types of videos that are great for Veda and some that are not so great for Veda, which is the next tip on content that you can put out. Some of the easiest stuff to do is tags. Like, bring Tag Tuesday back. I know it's not really popular these days anymore, but they make for very easy content that can be pre-filmed, and it's super easy. You don't usually have to do a lot of editing. I highly recommend them. Tag Tuesday will return on my channel in the month of August. Then we have evergreen content, book reviews, book recommendations. Last year I did a video on how to read more, and that one consistently still does really well on my channel, but it was a super easy thing. I will probably do a video on audiobooks this year since I read so many of them. Anything like that is what's considered evergreen content, which means that it's not something that is just important for right now. An August TBR is only important in August. After August, no one really cares what you're reading in August. Evergreen content such as a book review, book recommendations on a certain topic, something like what I did last month with my favorite lesbian main characters, or books set in the past, things that I've done for the Avengers. There will be more of those coming in August because those are important and things that people will search for many months down the road. Some of my old Veda or like monthly videos that I have are still some of my most watched content. So evergreen content is one of those things that is good for so long. They may not get a ton of views right away, but over their lifespan, they'll catch up with some of your most popular videos. Now, there's a couple of things that are not great for BookTube Veda unless you've started working on them super early. Things like secret TBR projects, which I've talked about that I am doing in Veda, but I've been working on it for like a month and a half. As far as like what is actually happening in Veda, all I have to do is edit the content that I already have. But like big projects that you're going to start in August don't necessarily work very well. I tried to do a video last year where I tried to take a Bookstagram picture every day, and like I was trying to explain the process of it, and it just like fell apart so fast because I had so many other things to do that it just didn't work. So any type of long form content, some of those projects like Kayla from Books and Lala does, like I think she did one a couple of years ago that was like I read 116 pages in it every day. Anything that's like it takes a whole month to do, don't do in August. It's too difficult. Don't do a bookshelf reorganization tour in the month of August unless you filmed it prior. Don't do an all my unread books unless you filmed it prior. Things like that take hours to film and edit. The time spent filming and editing and, trying to like piece together things like that, that's hours that you would be spending on that one video. And in a month where you need to be putting out so many, you could potentially do 4 to 5 videos in that time. I'm not trying to say that quantity is better than quality by any stretch of the imagination. You still have to put out high quality content because otherwise no one's going to watch anything. But you do have to take things into consideration in the event that you only have a limited amount of time to film and edit, and you still have to put out so much content, so much more content than you normally do. My last piece of advice for succeeding at BookTube Veda is to find a group of friends that is also doing it and join them. Collab with them. This is why we have the Discord group. We have a channel in there for collaboration requests. So if you have an idea that you want to do with somebody, then you can put it in that Discord request and then maybe find a partner. But more importantly than that, This is a very difficult endeavor, and it's impossible to do on your own. The first time that I tried to do a video every day in a month, I think I tried to do it in October of 2018, I believe, because I think it was right when I moved into the house that I'm at now. And I tried to do a video every day, and it did not work. It failed miserably after about the first round of pre-filmed videos that I did, so about 8 or 9. It failed. And that was because I was doing it by myself. I had no friends that were also doing it. I really didn't tell anyone that I was doing it. And so my videos just kind of tanked because it was, I had a much smaller channel at the time. And it was just depressing and disheartening. This is not an easy thing to do at all. So, that being said, find somebody who's doing it with you, whether that's somebody in the Discord group, whether that's a friend that you already have on BookTube, and commiserate with them, work with them. There are about 6 of us, I think, in like the original group of my friends that I basically talked into and said, hey, we should do this crazy idea. I think that there's about 6 of us, if I remember. Like, it fluctuates, but I think there's 6 of us doing it in August. And it's so much easier because we can talk through things. If someone sees a video that would make really good Veda content, then we can kind of share and work through it. April, we did a video on my favorite book covers. And there were like 3 of us that did this video on the same day. And so it was really cool to be like, you know, all talking about the same thing on the same day. So that was a really cool collab. All that to be said, pre-film your content, find some sort of organization system that works for you. Don't go too out of the box and overwhelm yourself. Come up with some evergreen content and find a buddy. Those are my 5 tips for you. Whatever your challenge is for yourself, I wish you the best of luck. May the odds be ever in your favor. If you are new here and you have not yet subscribed, there's a little red button that you can do so down below the video. All of the other links to my social media will be in the description below if you would like to be my friend on any other platform. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.